Steven and Freddie, how are you, my friend? Steven and Freddie, today I have to sing you two songs from my CD album, yes. Giacomo dal Gance and Per la Gloria d'Adorarvi, yes. D'Adorarvi. Sorry, I corrected, Steven. I know, do you know something, Steven? I run all the songs from my CD album, and I intuitively and telepathically I found which is the song that your dad, Freddie, loves much more. Loves much more aus den Ossigen Rosen, that with the red roses. He loves my voice in the beginning, yes, until the end, and much more per la gloria d'adorarvi. This telepathically, my instinct said to me, Steven, yes. How are you, my friend Steven and Freddie? You're okay? Very well, yes. You have to see me a lot of period, yes. And right now I decided to dedicate you to this beautiful video, yes. Steven, do not forget to see Jackman's Landing, the subject with the cream caramel recipe that Michalis, his mother, Grace, that she has exactly the same zodiac circle, zodiac star, scorpion with you, Steven, dedicated to me and Hugh and his mother, Grace. This beautiful recipe, caramel and cream caramel, and the other person that they mix a dessert, some like Australian recipe dessert, something like that. Yes, Steven. Okay, to sing the song and later my stories to tell you. Okay. Già il sole dalle ganze, già il sole dal ganze, più chiaro, savilla, più chiaro, savilla, più chiaro, savilla. E dalle gioie stilla dell'alba che piange. Dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange. Già il sole dalle ganze, già il sole dal ganze, più chiaro, savilla, più chiaro, savilla, più chiaro, savilla. Con il raggio dorato, in gemma, in stello, in gemmo, in stelo, in gemmo, in stello. E gli astri del cielo dipinge nel prato. Dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato. C'è il raggio dorato, con il raggio dorato, in gemma, in stelo, in gemmo, in stelo, in gemmo, in stelo. And the final note, high note, like you, that I spread out, I scatter out, I'm taking out from my mouth with my voice, this note, and to you. Dedicated, Steven and Freddie. In Gemma, Stella, in Gemma, Beautiful, yes. Dynamic. You agree, Steven and Freddie, my friends. Okay, the second is Per la gloria d'adorarmi. Per la gloria d'adorarvi, voglio amarvi o luccicare. Per la gloria d'adorarvi, voglio amarvi o luccicare. Ma quando penerò, ma sempre amerò, sì, sì, nel mio penare. Amando penerò, ma sempre amerò, sì, sì, nel mio penare. Penerò, luccicare, penero, famerò, luccicare. Senza speme di letto, vano affetto e sospirare. Senza speme di letto, vano affetto e sospirare. Ma i vostri dolci rai, chi vagheggia può mai, non amare. Ma i vostri dolci rai, chi vagheggia può mai, non amare. Penerò, luccicare, penero, famerò, luccicare. Beautiful, yes, you agree, Steven and Freddie. Yes. Okay, clear this. And now my story. I have to speak you little period. Yes, Steven and Freddie. How is your dad? Steven, yes. Freddie, my friend, you're okay, very well, yes, I believe. Still, I don't know, Steven, your dad, Zodiac star, but I believe that he's Libra, your dad. In this Zodiac circle, I have ended up something to do with Libra, or with Leo. My horoscope is Leo. I have a strong lion inside me. Yes, Gemini with Leo. I am exactly exactly the same horoscope, and my dad, Christoph, my kid's dad, he had, yes, Leo. I have a strong lion inside me, Steven. Yes. Or your dad is Libra or Leo, or Gemini. But much more, I believe, is Libra, your dad. Dark skin is your dad. Libra or Leo or Virgo. Now, I believe much more Libra your dad is. I was reading an article about your dad, about the with exercises inside the water with his teacher, then a girl. Yes, with the swimming, yes, on the air, yes, this exercises. Diver was your dad, actually. Yes, I read about his profession, yes, his career. Yes, I read the article before 2 weeks ago. Yes, Steven. You remember, Steven? First of all, thank you for your and for you also, and to you as well, for your correspondences and your reciprocation to me. The yawning, the sneezing, yes, sneezing before 9-8 days ago. Yes, I was sneezing. Yes, and thank you for the yawning. Almost every day, the yawning. Yes, Steven. The coin, I forgot to tell you then when your dad won the coin. Do you know why? The destiny brought the things like this. Because your dad, he was loving, because your dad is speaking the Spanish language very well, Stephen, and you as well. Your dad, he loved when I sung the song Tengo Fiebre of Gabriela Spanik. Yes, you remember the legendary actress in Mexico City, Gabriela Spanik, Steven. Her song that I sung, your dad, he loved the way that I sung this song. And so the reason the destiny, the luck, brought the things metaphysically. And he won the coin, yes, your dad, Steven. Because this I suspected with my telepathic logic. Because and per la gloria d'adorarvi, in just oggi Soledad Gancho that I'm speaking to you, yes, to Michalis, that I'm speaking, he's watching me, your dad, and you as well, Steven. And this is the reason that the coin, yes, your dad won the coin, yes. And I remember, Steven, before to make the video, then, 1 January 2022, I sneezed before, I forgot to tell you. Before 1 hour, I sneezed. No, before 30 minutes. 30 or 20 minutes before the video to speak you and to your dad, to tell you about the coin, I sneezed, yes. I suspected Stephen, he went to video, the physical sign of Stephen, yes, is this. Yes, what else now I went to tell you, yes, I saw a dream, Stephen, today, that, not today, yesterday, in the morning, Monday morning, that I was sitting over here in my desk, in my room, and I was reading the Haji Mystery Oracle Tarot cards to you, yes. Yes, telepathic dream it was. Yes, for a while I saw you from June, from then. I had to see you. From then, 18 June, you remember, the drums? In the red bus my dad beside me, and was playing drums. Michalis, Hugh Jackman, he was playing drums, and you ran. My dad told me, Michalis, he's inside the bus and he's playing drums. Oh, Steven, he's coming. He's coming in the bus. Yes, he's very close to the bus, and he's entering right now, Michalis. Yes. Go, because he will be stolen from you, yes. Inside the dream, my dad, yes. And you gave him the kiss on his mouth, in his mouth, yes. I remember Stephen very well this thing. Intense. I don't know, Stephen. So telepathic dream. Intense. That was this thing. Like, was a dream like real. This thing that was happening in the reality. This thing, yes. When I woke up, the time was even 2 o'clock at night. Yes. And, 2:30. Oh my God, that's inside my conscience. What kind of dream it was, yes. And, yes, and before one day ago, before the dream, I wrote about the Father's Day. My Twitter account, I dedicated to Hugh and to you, Stephen. Yes. My dad, when he was alive, he always he was telling to me that because when I was reading the cards to Haji Mystical, the Scorpion with the Libra always beside was, yes. And I was suspecting the Libra dad, perhaps it's his dad, not Michalis. The logic says. Could be, and the Michalis, the Libra, could be. The Libra was a very good person. It wasn't evil, because if the Libra was evil, Mr. Haji would have showed this detail. Yes, there are cards this around, yes, are showing, and what is covering on the Libra, which card, yes, Stephen. Very kind-hearted person was the Libra. My dad was telling me, Michalis is not his father. But this, I don't know, telepathically, and your dad is Libra, must be, or his horoscope. Yes, because Haji Mystical has and shows and sets from the zodiac stars, and horoscopes are showing. Yes, Stephen, you have admired Mr. Haji, I believe, and Mrs. Katina, the witches of Mirror of Turkey. Yes, the Celtic Cross. Yes, that I'm reading to you. Yes, my dad was telling me, always they are speaking together. Now it's okay, it's the situation now, this thing that you are saying. You have no suspected, yes, I have suspected, yes, but we are not God saying, yes. They are talking together. Perhaps, yes, the logic says, why not? Because I'm speaking to you, and Stephen, he knows me 11 years. 11 years we have the acquaintance, Stephen, on Facebook, in internet, each other, yes. From 2011 until 2022. 11 years now we will be close on 31 May or 30 May. Yes, 30 May or 20 or 31 May, yes. Between two, don't remember very well. I think 30 May. Yes, and when I sent you then the friend request on your Facebook page, and yes, I remember, yes, and my dad I was telling to my dad, yes, Dad, perhaps, yes, they are talking together, and Stephen, and you, Stephen, you told to you that you saw me in Palo Automatica, I saw aristocratic boy, an aristocratic man, kind-hearted, very glamorous, charmer. Yes, you consider me, and at that time, a charmer, yes, man. Very polite, yes, we took a picture together with many others. Yes, you expressed to you everything that you about me, that you saw me very well. Then you appreciated me very well. Yes, when you are saying this thing, my dad told me metaphysically, telepathically. Yes, this man was a telepathic man. Finally, when he died, I understood. He's much more, many others, handsome. In the reality, you told to you, my dad told me this thing. Yes, with his telepathic suspicion in my dad, much more sometimes, little much more in compare with me. If you would be seeing him, Hugh Manelis, you told it to Hugh, Stephen. If you would be seeing him, Manelis, if you would be seeing him, Mr. Barton Manolis, live in the reality, he's much more handsome in compared to see him inside the camera on YouTube. Yes, during the video, he's much more handsome. This detail you gave to you said it, and my dad told me. Yes, he had told me that when he was alive. Yes. And I answered to my dad, yes, perhaps, yes. And this I have suspected, this thing, Dad, yes. Passed vaguely from my mind, yes, passed. From my mind, Manolis intensely passed, my dad told me, yes. Yes, and you, Manolis, you have suspected, yes, I have suspected that, yes, but we are not gods, yes, and saints. Yes, why not? Yes, I answered to my dad. Yes, he has this all the time, Stephen. You are beside him in my cards. The Libra with Scorpion. Yes, okay, a lot of Scorpions there are, and all the planet Earth. Yes, a lot of Scorpions. Only you are. Yes, the logic says. But then the logic says that sometimes you are speaking together sometimes, yeah, so in cell phone or in Skype system, yes, perhaps in Skype system, yes, and you are talking about me, and I'm so glad, Steven, yes, you expected, Steven, you waited, you were expecting this thing that, thanks of me, Hugh Jackman, he knows you very well, yes, and I have another telepathic suspicion, telepathic inspiration that before our acquaintance in Los Angeles, then he was going very often, 2009, 2010 in Los Angeles. You at random, by fluke, by accidentally on the road, Stephen, you saw Hugh and you said to him, hello, Hugh. Yes, and he told you hello. A lot of times he said hello, although that he doesn't know them. Yes, and he told you hello. Yes, something like that. Yes, you for a while. Yeah, you met him. Yes, before our acquaintance on Facebook, before 2011. Stephen, I mean, yes. And do you know something? I forgot to tell to Michalis before. In the video before, this detail that I told you about a lot of admirers. They are saying hello, you remember me? This I forgot to tell him. You remember me, and Hugh says, thousand millions fans, admirers have passed, and I don't remember very well. Vaguely your face, personally. I remember vaguely little things, yes. If I would have stopped for 20 years or 10 years, I personally am giving you, Stephen, an example right now. I believe that Michalis, he wouldn't have forgotten me. If he would have seen me after 10 or 13 years, oh my, Hugh, you remember me, I'm your old son, vaguely something. My knowledge, 33,000 years, it would have passed, man, nobody on this planet Earth is forgotten you. No, nobody has not forgotten you. No one is forgetting you. Yes, man, where are you been? 13 years, my God. Yes, you wouldn't have forgotten me. You were exactly for the same, and you, Steven. Yes, and you, Freddie, my friend. Yes, you wouldn't have forgotten me. Yes, I told you, Steven, my stories, my personal stories yesterday, my friendly stories. Yes. You remember, Steven, Automatica, when I saw you? Yes. I have another telepathic inspiration with you. Whenever in the future, someday I will be met you, Steven, and your dad, why not? To be very well the person, to be alive, because your dad is an old man now, like my dad, yes. He has problems with his health, your dad. Yes, I'm saying to my mythology mythological, because sometimes on the scorpion is the gray, the skeleton, yes. It means that some not you, Steven, another member of your family, yes, hasn't it with the physical meaning. Your dad has some problems that I hope and I'm wishing to him to overcome the problems generally in his health. Yes. When I will meet you, Steven, in this point I want to end up. If I will see you in the future, you will say to me, if automatic, you told me then, man, all that, right, well, yes, you say, you made this action, yes. And now you will be told me in the future someday, man, all this, not Facebook, man, all this, you jackman, Facebook. You tell me, man, all this, you jackman, yes. You say to me, together, man, I will be taking you to meet him together, yes. You and I, man, all this, yes. Sometimes, if you are speaking with you, Stephen, if, I'm saying right now, if, yes, you are speaking with him, yes, together, you are saying, Hugh, Michalis, he's saying to you, don't worry, Stephen, don't worry, yes, because you want to meet me, and sometimes you are emotionally touched to Hugh, yes. I want to meet my knowledge, yes. Don't worry, Stephen, I will be taking you to meet him, yes, together, Stephen, we will go to meet him, to find him, and all that, yes, our lovable friend, and all that, my lovable child, yes. Michalis, Hugh is giving you this kind of comfort, yes. Right now, automatically, the universe is bringing to my mind, yes. Although that we don't have full moon, that if we would have full moon, much more, the moon is giving me the energy, much more I'm taking, yes. And telepathic dreams that I have during the full moon, everything, yes. I have much more metaphysical strength inside me. All my body surrounds metaphysical strength, yes. Magical things. Yes. Magical with a good magic, I mean, yes. Not evil magic, yes. Black magic and these things, white magic, yes. Yes. This comfort is given you, yes, Hugh. Michalis, yes, very sensitive, very kind-hearted man he is, yes. You believe it, Stephen, you believe it. So for myself, I'm saying to myself, you believe this thing, Maneolas, that Hugh Jackman, he knows you. He awares your existence. Yes, miracle. You couldn't believe, Stephen, when we had the acquaintance on Facebook that one day in the future, I will end up with Hugh Jackman, yes. Neither myself, yes. I was going to the cinema, I was watching The Fountain, his film, good. His film, Someone Like You. I was renting over here in Hollandry, 2009, 2005, videotapes. Now the video club over here in Hollandry has closed. This lamp was the problem. Yes, I was renting video cassettes, everything. Yes, everything. And was watching him on TV with his films, Wolverine, X-Men, Swordfish with John Travolta. Then, yes, couldn't believe that with this I would be fall in love with him one day in the future. Yes, I couldn't believe that. Yes. Yes, sometimes the destiny is playing very beautiful, very good games. And for yourself, Steven, you couldn't expect that one day in the future, you also as well like me, you will have the acquaintance with Michalis. Yes, Michalis, he knows you. If you don't speak with him, if you don't speak with him, Michalis, he knows you. He knows your existence. Of course, I had spoken to him about you. He found you on the internet, FREDDIE QUADROS, the pet professor, yes. And he knows you very well, yes. Or perhaps he has spoken with you. Perhaps. I don't want to misunderstand me, yes. I'm saying to you my telepathic suspicion, no, my telepathic knowledge, and my telepathic inspiration, yes. Yes, I wanted to take it out for myself because I'm seeing him before the dream. I was feeling it, and before my dad tell me that that Hugh and Steven, they are speaking together in the reality. Before my dad, I had fun with my cards. And do you know something? And cards, if I didn't have. Hey, it's my character like this. I'm a little crafty boy, I'm suspecting things. And you say that you are suspicious. Yeah, the Scorpio much more in compared with Gemini. Yes, you are suspecting things. Yes. And the Hajin theoretical said about Scorpio that he is suspicious with a very good meaning, suspicious. Yes. Exactly the same like me, the Gemini that I am. Yes, and yes, always I was feeling it. Yes, and before to make friendship with acquaintance to Facebook with Michalis, Hugh, I suspected with my logic. If I would make friendship with acquaintance with Michalis and Steven, he will make acquaintance with him, to speak with him through Skype system, the internet, or his cell phone, yes. I suspected, yes. Because Steven is very famous, accomplished, you are accomplished, Steven. And Michalis is accomplished. And the logic says, if Steven, the Scorpion, he sees Manolis to speak to Michalis, to the Libra, and he will be tried, he will be made effort to keep in touch with him in the reality. This I suspected before the acquaintance with you. In my mind. Steven, I'm the miracle in the metaphysical world. I'm an old Mr. Barrett, Steven, okay? I don't want to tire you much more, my friend. Freddie, my friend, I love you so much. You miss me, really, you miss me, my friend, Steven, Freddie. You miss exaggeratedly, you miss me, yes. I have loved you too much, yes, Steven, Freddie, yes. Steven, much more your dad, yes. I have strong sympathy and strong soft support for your dad, exactly call it the same, and your dad for me. Actually, Winter Shimmer. I was in Bragad, now has stopped for my dad, but he died. I don't have these things, the sea, the salty water has finished for me. Yes, I don't have the strength now, the courage I had, but who will show me with a camera? Who? The rocks, the stones. I don't have somebody with my mother tongue showed me. Yes, I love you so much. I love you so much, guys. Steven and Freddie, my friends. Yes. Okay, to go in my room to show you Steven our first automatic. I dare to put it. I didn't obey you that you told me. No, my nose, not. Put the photo, but I dare. Okay, to see my member film. Yes. Okay, we have time. Okay. Over here we are. This is my room. Over here, as you know, actually, yes. Over here, the Saint Paisios, yes, and the other saints. Over here we are, yes, Steven, my friend, Automatica. Glory 3, Final 8, yes. Well, 3 November, no 3 November, yes, 3 November, 4 November, after the race, after the ring, in a reception, yes. Over here, the Saint Paisios, beside you, beside me, and again the Saint Paisios, to protect us, you, Stephen, and I, yes. The 5 Professor, and Manolis, Mr. Baritone, yes. You remember these 3 saints, the Father Jack, the Father Paisios, and the Father Porphyrios, yes. These 3 psychic telepathic saints, yes. Miraculous, Stephen, yes. Glory 3, a very tall man, enormous man, like giant, showed us. Then I remember Stephen, yes. Yes. Where's the man then that he denied to show us on the table, on the reception? You remember Stephen, yes, a man, yes. He was fat. I know who he is, but I don't want now to say his name publicly. Yes, then he denied. He didn't want to show us. Yes, and I was wondering then why he didn't want. Yes, yes. He took the machine and put it down. Yes, it was rudeness. It was the truth be told. Rudeness it was. But never mind. Yes, I didn't say anything then. But this man, the tall man, very slim, from Italy he was. Yes, he showed us. Very polite, the boy was, yes. The other man, your friend, he was. He denied, yes, to show us. Yes, but anyway, don't care about him. Steven, yes. And forgot to tell you, and Michalis, Hugh, he took, he has watch rings, and with Zac Efron, yes, I have seen a photo of him, yes, in the race, during the ring, kickboxing, yes, Steven. And Michalis, yes, actually with Sugar Ray Leonard, Michalis was great fighter. You remember, Stephen, when I had sent you the video, yes, you remember, with Michalis, with Hugh, great fighter is Michalis, yes. One day, Stephen, I have the feeling that if you will be met, not from the phone, cell phone or Skype, live. If you would have if you will meet him, to teacher you are, you will be educated him, yes. Because one day in the future, yes, Steven. Okay, one more time, our photo, very nice photo. Yes, and the saints protect us over here, Steven. I have arranged everything with a religion, Steven. Okay. Okay. Now we go in the living room. Yes. Okay, Stephen, my friend, Stephen and Freddie, my friends, these things I will tell you. I'm so glad, so happy that I talked to you again, so happy. Very pleased, satisfied. After a long time, I spoke to you again, yes. Yes, something I want to tell you, but I forgot it, Stephen. What I want to tell you, yes. Yes. When I told you about hold on, little to remember, to remember it. My dad was telling me when he was alive, when he had the metaphysical feeling, yes, his intuition was telling to him that you had spoken with Michalis, with you, and he told me, Manolis, not perhaps, they have met together, I believe. My dad told my dad, this is the highest exaggeration right now. Yes, Manolis, in America, United States, to tell me, Stephen, New York, Los Angeles, 5 hours the distance. Yes. Okay. Yes. If that they have met together, they have discussed very beautiful things about me. Yes. I hope one day in the future, Stephen, to meet you and to meet you. Yes. You are saying to you sometimes. We go in the grid to find him, Hugh. And Hugh, he says to you, Stephen, together we will go to find him at Alice. Yes, you are saying. Yes, if you have met together, if this thing is true that my dad was telling me, then it's very good. It's a miracle. Stephen, my friend. Your dad, he said to you, I know it's progress I'm seeing, progress with Michalis, with Hugh Jackman, progress, the cross, the ring that the Hugh wore it in his small finger, you remember, Stephen, yes, the present that he bought for me, yes, I'm feeling very happy in my life, yes. I'm feeling unhappy because my dad died, yes. I'm feeling very happy that came to my life, Michalis, yes. Libra, yes. Hugh Jackman, yes. That I have loved him too much, yes. This man, this person. Yes, I'm very, very happy, yes. And your dad has said to you and something else. Okay, I would spread out publicly in this. That I'm not didn't tell me my dad, I'm feeling it. Although that Manolis is in love, Stephen, with another man, he has not forgotten you, and with this detail I'm very impressed. Your dad, yes. Okay, out of friendliness, yes, friendly feelings. I love feelings. And your dad says to you, another person in his position, he would have stopped totally. Your dad he said to you, but no, I'm not this kind of person. Yes, I'm remember all my friends that they have passed for my destiny. Yes, it's my character like this. Yes, and your dad he says to me, I'm admired by all. Is that thank God that he remembers you, although that he's not in love with you. He's feeling the pain that you cannot speak to him. Your dad says to you. I'm very impressed. Yes, I'm feeling the pain that you cannot to speak with me out of friendliness. Yes, it's the friendly love feelings that these feelings cause to me the pain. Yes. The pain is not coming if you are in love with somebody when you have erotic feelings. and when you have brotherly feelings, friendly feelings, because Steven, I consider you that I have a real brother in my life. 28 years, you are much more older in comparison with me. Could be my father, of course. You have the years, my father. 28 years, yes. Very big. I have you in the top level. Like to be my real big brother for me, Steven. Steven Quadros, the fat professor, yes. Yes. I have you in very, very high level because you have made a lot of sacrifices for me. Don't want to repeat it again. Yes, for me, I appreciate it. And if you wouldn't have made this sacrifice for me, and again, I would have loved you friendly because you are very sympathetic Scorpion. For this reason, Steven Quadros, the fight professor. Yes. Okay. I remember, Steven, when I received this I would say to you, and I will close the phone. When I received the diploma on 7th July, before my accident, my car accident, then I sent you the private message on your Facebook page, and you answered me, man, no, it's mad, it's incredible, astonishing you are. You received the diploma. I'm wishing you to be the next Pavarotti Manolis, my lovable friend. This thing you wrote me, yes. I'm so glad that you are very well. I guess when I had the accident, the car accident in Santorini Island, you wrote me privately. I'm so glad, man, my friend Manolis, that you are okay, very well. Thank God. You told me that you didn't have injuries. And when I told you about the Lost Platoon, your film that I watched, I'm so glad, Manolis, that you're feeling very well after your car accident, and you watched my old film, the Lost Platoon, with the vampires. Yes, and Dim and Wind. I remember from Dim and Wind, I knew you there very well, Steven Quadros. And when after I got the internet, I sent you the friend request. Then, today has furthered our friendship, but typically, you remember me. Typically, yes. Typically, you abandoned me, but inside your soul, you have not removed me. If you would have removed me, I would have understood. I would have gotten it telepathically, and I wouldn't have continued, of course. Mr. Haji said, typically, the Scorpion abandoned you. Inside his soul, spiritually, he has not removed you, the Scorpion Manolis, and you must not forget him. Forget him, the Scorpion, yes. He means you, Steven Quadros. Mr. Haji, he loves us, and you, Steven, and Michalis, and me, and the Libra, and Gemini, and the Scorpion, yes. I told you everything today, Steven, yes. Only your dad. Metaphysically, I'm making a metaphysical inspiration, metaphysical investigation about your dad. Perhaps Libra has your dad, or Leo, Virgo, could be in Gemini, or it could be Aries, like my dad. I said everything, all the zodiac stars. Okay, hold on, disinfect my hands and to give you a kiss. To not forget Steven, and your name, Steven, all these years I have not told you. Steven has been translated in Greek, Stephanos. Yes, in Greek language, Steven. Yes, Stephanos. Michael Michalis, you know it. Steven Stephanos. 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 Do you want to call you sometimes Stephanos? Just Stefan. Yes, like Michalis. Okay. So glad, Steven and Freddie, that I talked to you again. Yes, I'm seriously glad. I love you so much. and a kiss. Okay, goodbye, goodbye, Steven and Freddie. Goodbye, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.